Hello Gemini, this is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. This is your first visit, well welcome. If it's your repeat visit, well then we love it even more. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment. Let's get right to it. This is your tarot reading for the week of November 8th through the 14th. To remind you, I'm an intuitive reader, therefore I read the cards, but I also hear Spirit. The Spirit and the cards differ. I usually go with what Spirit says. Secondly, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it wasn't meant for you, it's not yours, so don't worry about it. And then number 3, free will. No matter what I say, no matter what any tarot reader says, you have free will. You can make choices, you can make things go any way you wish or choose. Because you hear something does not mean it is so, because again, you can make choices that make this reading altered. And so with that said, let's get to it. This is your reading for the week of November 8th through the 14th. Whew, heavy card, 10 of Swords. Then we have the World card. Then we have the 5 of Wands, followed by the Strength card. Underneath it we have the Hermit card, followed by the King of Wands, followed by the 8 of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. A lot of wands in here. The energy and the overall energy of the reading will be the Moon card, which is quite interesting in itself. So let's start here. The good part is that if with your reading you have overcome something, you're completing a cycle. If you haven't yet, then it is happening this week. But again, there should be some completion of a cycle, a completion of a situation, completion of something that you've been working on. This is coming to an end. You're bringing something to a close. It's going to open up new opportunities, and that's the World card. The World card here tells us that new opportunities are coming our way. And our opportunities are coming because of this closure. Again, one door shuts, another door opens. It's the same kind of thing. So again, the World card is telling us that you have choices, you have options. So think big. Don't think small this week. Think big. Think big. What next? What big thing next? What great thing next? Make sure that this card is the Path card. And so when you see the Hermit card tells you that you need to be looking at how if you're on your path. If you're not on your path, then how do you get back to your path? So as you start down this road this week, make sure that you do some inner working. You look into yourself. You look into what you've been wanting, what you wanted from early on, what you wanted to be, what you wanted to do, how you wanted your life to go, because it's time for you to get back on your path and stay on your path. If you have gotten sidetracked and this journey did not take you there, it's the closure of it allows you, again, the opportunity to pick whatever it is that will put you back on your path. So again, the most important thing while you're doing this is focus on getting on your path or getting back on your path, whatever your path might be. Now, of course, we don't know what that path is. That's what you need to tap into Spirit and let Spirit, you ask Spirit and let Spirit give you some direction on what that could be. King of Wands is here. This is the King of Wands is like, okay, you're in control, which is nice. You have a lot of control. You have a lot of street credit, I guess you would say. You have a lot of people respect you and appreciate what you're doing and what you have been doing at work, and that gives you a lot of benefit. Now, there have been some struggles. There's some strife. There's some conflict at work, and that conflict could heat up closer to the end of this week coming. And so the one thing you want to do is you want to try to avoid that, or be the strong character and say, you know what, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. This is when you stand up and you say, you know what, you can do this, you can do that, whatever you want in your own time, but we're not going there. This is a good time for you to stand up for that. You have a lot of stuff going on, though. Look at this. You have a ton of stuff. So I can see, because you're closing a lot of things down, of course. And but the other thing you could say is that, again, opportunities, lots of opportunities. There are many things that you can jump on and start working with or start working toward. This could be projects, this could be a job, this could be a new job, it could be a promotion, it could be when you look at this again, this direction, this could be a new opportunity. You creating a new business. There's all kinds of possibilities, because again, with the closure you have all kinds of opportunities opening your door. So you have to decide what it is that what your limitation is and what your limitation isn't, because again, it's totally your control. You have the World card. Most importantly, make sure you're working on your path. So as I see this, the interesting thing is at the very end, of course, is the movement forward. Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is moving forward with something, that's going to make changes, alterations, and so forth. Because again, the World card said we chose something, the other stuff has fallen into place, and therefore now we move forward. We are strong. We can get through this, which is great. Now the Moon card here, of course, the Moon card tells us that there's some information though that we won't know. This is a part of a struggle that's going to happen here, is then could maybe even cause some conflict. There's going to be things we don't know. There's going to be somebody out there who maybe isn't quite wanting you to be as successful as you might be. It could be somebody who is sitting at, it could be some information of an opportunity that isn't as good as it is. It could be some information that's telling you that some of the people around you aren't quite the people you thought they would be. Hanged Man. This is interesting because as you're making this decision, they're warning you about being careful not to be paralyzed by analysis. In other words, paralysis by analysis. In other words, make a decision. Don't just not make a decision. It's time to make a decision this week. If you can't figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it, how do you make this choice? Ask people. This is the asking card. This is the reaching out and talking to folks who are qualified. If you're looking at doing a business, then ask an attorney, ask a financial person, ask a business person. If you're looking at doing a project, ask people who are doing the same kind of project. If you're looking at an advancement, talk to your boss and say, it's time for me to step up. I've earned it. Whatever it takes, again, this is the time that you reach out and you ask people. And it's going to bring you happiness. It's going to take you to a new level of happiness, which is nice. You're very comfortable. Again, this is going to make you very comfortable in your happiness, very comfortable in your person. The Justice card's coming through. So the Justice card's like you've been putting the work in, you've been doing it. So, it's about time that something happens for you. Something good comes to you. Now, there's a broken heart there, a broken heart situation. What is that telling us? Let's look around. Saying choose wisely. Choose wisely. Otherwise, it could lead you down a path. But generally speaking, you're going to make the right choice. But again, think about what you're doing before you do it. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure that you ask people. Where's that ask card? There it is. Make sure that you're asking people, asking their advice, asking them information, because that is how you're going to know if it's right or wrong. Well, quite interesting. I am thrilled with what I'm seeing here. This is an interesting read. So I will tell you at that point we will leave it. So go out there and have a great week, and we will see you next week for the next installment of this quite interesting saga that's going on in your life. Have a great one. We'll talk then. Goodbye, Gemini.